Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Davida Heller, and I am representing the Capstone Workshop team that created a business plan for the Nature Conservancy's Healthy Urban Tree Initiative. At the request of our client, our business plan focuses on the strategies for marketing this new initiative. First, a bit of background. Our client is the United States charity, the Nature Conservancy. It's a leading conservation organization responsible for protecting more than 119 million acres of land and 5,000 miles of rivers worldwide. The Nature Conservancy has started a new initiative called the Healthy Urban Tree Initiative. And tonight, I will take you through the key components of our project deliverable, a business plan for this initiative. I'll make the case for the new initiative by demonstrating the increasing need for an organization to protect our urban trees. I'll provide an analysis of the urban tree situation and recommend where the initiative should expend its efforts. I'll take you through our strategy for raising awareness of the benefits of trees through an integrated marketing plan. Then we'll go through the budget, our fundraising plan, a monitoring plan for assessing the management of the initiative, and a 5-year work plan for the implementation. So now on to making the case. Let's start with the big picture. So the current world population is at 7 billion and climbing. According to the United Nations, the population will increase to over 9 billion by 2050, with 75% of those people living in cities. This population growth will further strain the local environments and will increase demands for urban ecosystem services from trees. Thus, the Nature Conservancy, which up till this point has been focusing on rural areas, needs to move into cities for their relevance to endure in an era of urbanization. Another driver is the current state of trees in the United States. 25% of trees are in cities, and we're losing 4 million trees a year. This is due to natural disaster situations such as Hurricane Sandy. This is also from building homes, other government projects, and also invasive plant and pest species. For example, local governments and homeowners spend $4.5 billion a year in pest control. Those images show you the urban canopy degradation in Washington, D.C. between 1973 and 1997, to give you a sense of the detrimental effect. So why do we care? Well, trees actually mitigate the anthropomorphic effects that go on, and this is a comparison between those effects from cities on the environment and from trees. So trees actually help with energy reduction. About tree canopy, due to evapotranspiration, reduces outside temperatures about 2 to 9 degrees. As far as carbon sequestration, trees actually sequester about 24 million tons of carbon per year, and overall, urban trees in the United States are storing over 700 million tons. As far as pollution, trees absorb about 784,000 tons of pollution a year, and they also help with the stormwater retention and reduce the deterioration of street pavement damage. So the Healthy Urban Tree Initiative was designed by the Nature Conservancy to target tree planting, stewardship, and pest detection. While many aspects of our business plan can be applied nationally, every city is unique. And so we designed a tool, a questionnaire, to help cities actually determine their priorities. The main areas are targeting their audience, feasibility of tree planting, need for stewardship, and need for pest detection. So taking New York City, which is the pilot city for the initiative, we're targeting young professionals. We're actually going to be supporting existing tree planting programs because organizations like the New York Restoration Project are already in place and managing tree planting for the city. But in New York, tree stewardship will be a really important focus, as there aren't really any organizations that are focused on that right now, but the Nature Conservancy can partner with local organizations and schools to do programs for tree stewardship. There is a great need for pest detection, considering the Asian longhorn beetle as an example, which has come over from China, and the Nature Conservancy is very concerned about any new outbreaks coming from that. So the Nature Conservancy wanted us to adopt and employ a theory of change approach to the project. And with this, we started with our problem and the community needs. So it's addressing the loss of tree canopy and the fact that people don't really understand the benefits of trees, and the community needs are the need for green spaces and also healthier habitats. So the next step is actually determining what our desired results are, and that is enhancing the tree canopy and increasing awareness. And then you decide on the strategy. So we decided to implement an integrated marketing plan and a membership plan. So we really wanted to come up with a tagline that would encompass what we felt was so important about the Healthy Urban Tree Initiative in our strategy. And we developed this Extend Your Roots, which really encompassed for us the message of the initiative. And we went out and brought it to focus groups and our colleagues, and everyone really felt that the message resonated with them. And we asked them to identify words with the tagline, and we were really happy and impressed with the responses that we got back, because this is exactly the message that we want to get out there as far as sharing, empowerment, and community. So we took Extend Your Roots and applied it to our integrated marketing plan. And here are a couple of examples. So for our digital component of the marketing plan, we are recommending creating a website, Facebook campaign to connect people that are involved on the local level, and then also nationwide, and also contests like an Instagram picture contest for people to be involved. As far as an out-of-home campaign for subways and tree posters, something to really get the message of the value of trees and also the shared diversity that trees have, as well as the citizens of New York. And as far as buzz, we really capitalize on the events that happen in our parks all the time, and as well integrate the message of Extend Your Roots into Earth Day events and other events that are environmental in tone. So in addition to creating these components, we can also apply these tools to different market segments. So for example, with digital, when you look at just social media and apps, these can be applied to different markets according to their communication methods, their interests. And for social media, we would primarily target, most of our market segments, but as far as apps, like for smartphone or computers, that would be more for young professionals and communities that we would target it. As far as our budget, this is a budget for New York, so it's a little higher than what we would do for other cities, as New York is the pilot project. So again, just to give you a sense of a particular area for digital, which is a primary component that we'll be focusing on, $120,000 is being allocated, and we're also indicating in our budget the marketing objective and the conservation driver. So we can see what objectives each of our tools have. As far as fundraising is concerned, TNC is really good at fundraising. So they already have about $460 million a year that they raise as far as donations, and $150 million through government grants. So through direction from our client, we're really focusing on membership, as we see a really huge opportunity as the Healthy Tree Initiative moves into cities across the country. So for example, for our target of young professionals, considering their interest in the environment and discretionary income, we see a real opportunity to create a more in-depth membership plan for about $250 a year that would include speakers, breakfasts, events, day trips, galas, but something that along the lines of Extend Your Roots really creates community and networking opportunities. So in order to measure the success of the initiative, we put together performance metrics that can measure the quantitative success on an ongoing basis that we can then utilize on in more qualitative assessments. So public involvement, canopy management, and financials are the targets that we are looking at for our assessment tool. And then lastly, our work plan is a 5-year work plan that focuses both on national and local efforts. The groundwork is going to be done by national in the first year, and this is just to show you in more detail exactly those how it works. So in year 1, you can see the steps that will be taken in each quarter, whereas we'll first be defining the mission, the budget, securing funding and staff, and then launching the site and moving on from there. So we look forward to helping the Nature Conservancy with their initiative. Any questions?
Hi. As you were talking about your actually marketing plan and specifically the need to really for people to understand the problem, how does education kind of fit into that overall marketing?
So we've designed actually education kits for a number of different groups, anywhere from more scientific education kits for schools to be conducted with like science classes, to anything from more like adult groups as far as reading clubs or running clubs, exercise groups, to help everyone get involved in tree stewardship and planting and pest detection.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thanks.